There are moments in life when nothing makes sense. You try, you hope, you pray, but things only seem to fall apart. You see others moving forward while you're stuck in the same place, wondering, why me? But sometimes what feels like a delay is actually God preparing something better for you. If you're feeling lost, this story is for you. Because it's not just a story, it's a reminder that every test carries a hidden blessing. So listen carefully till the very end. There once lived a young man named Hassan. He was 25, full of dreams, full of hope, an architecture graduate with a heart full of ambition. He wanted to design buildings that touched the sky, but life had other plans. He applied to dozens of companies. He waited for replies, and every time, all he got was silence. His friends moved forward, got jobs, got cars, got married, but Hassan was still stuck. He started working part-time as a delivery boy just to help his family. Every time he passed by tall buildings, he whispered, "I designed dreams, but life gave me bills." His mother would tell him, "Have patience, my son. Allah's timing is never wrong." And he'd smile, but deep down, his heart was breaking. One evening, after another long day, Hassan stopped by a small cafe to rest. It was raining lightly, the kind of rain that makes the whole city quiet. An old man sat nearby, sketching something on a napkin. Curious, Hassan leaned over and asked, "Sir, what are you drawing?" The old man smiled and said, "I'm drawing a broken bridge, because even broken things can lead somewhere." Hassan frowned. He said softly, "But a broken bridge doesn't lead anywhere." The man looked at him, eyes calm, and said something that would stay in Hassan's heart forever. "That's what you think until you learn to swim." Then he smiled, paid his bill, and left, leaving behind the napkin with the drawing. Hassan stared at it for a long time. Something about that small moment felt like a message. A few months later, Hassan finally got a call from one of the firms he'd applied to. He was shortlisted for an interview. That morning, he dressed carefully, reviewed his designs, and prayed before leaving. But on his way there, something unexpected happened. His bike slipped on the wet road. He fell hard, his arm fractured. He missed the interview. When he came home, everyone tried to comfort him, but he just sat there staring at the ceiling. Tears filled his eyes as he whispered, "Ya Allah, I tried everything. Why does this keep happening?" His mother came close and said gently, "Maybe, my son, you're trying to cross a bridge that Allah has already broken because He wants you to swim towards something better." Those words struck deep, and that night Hassan couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about the old man and that broken bridge. While recovering at home, Hassan spent hours on his laptop, reading, learning, exploring. He joined online forums for architects, started sharing his designs, wrote blogs about city spaces. People loved his work. Slowly, his posts began to go viral. He started getting freelance clients from abroad. He named his online page Broken Bridge Studio. The name reminded him of everything he'd been through. It became his symbol of hope. Within months, his page grew. He was designing homes, buildings, and even city layouts, all from his small room. The same companies that once ignored his emails now sent him offers for collaboration. And one day, he saw that same old man again, sitting in the same cafe. Hassan walked up, smiled, and said, "You were right, sir. Broken bridges do lead somewhere, just not where we expect." The old man smiled and said softly, "Exactly. Sometimes when God breaks a bridge, He's only teaching you how to swim." Months later, Hassan was invited for an interview on a podcast. The host asked, "What's the biggest lesson you've learned from your journey?" Hassan paused for a moment, looked down, and said, "I learned that when life closes a door, it's not rejection, it's redirection. We think we're ready for success, but sometimes God knows we're not, so He delays it, not to punish us, but to prepare us." He smiled and added, "If I had gotten that job, I would have never built Broken Bridge Studio. Sometimes your biggest heartbreak is your best teacher. His words touched millions of hearts. So, if you're listening right now and life feels unfair, maybe you're just in your broken bridge phase. You can't see it yet, but one day you'll realize every rejection, every delay, every heartbreak was actually leading you to something better. Sometimes God hides the destination so you'll learn to trust the journey. Remember this, you are not being forgotten, you're being prepared. When the time is right, everything that once broke you will make perfect sense. So be patient, be thankful, and trust His timing, because even broken bridges lead to beautiful places. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and tell us in the comments, what did you learn from Hassan's story? See you in the next one, and until then, take care and keep faith alive.